We're here at the Joe Louis Arena in Detroit, Michigan. Jim Houston with Craig Simpson. Welcome to Game 4 of the Western Conference Final between the Detroit Red Wings and the Calgary Flames. Detroit hopes to take a 2-game lead with a win on home ice.
Well, Jim, they have to take a must-win approach to this game. A loss here, and it's a brand new series. You can't do that and still expect to get far in the playoffs.
Now we're ready to drop the puck for the opening faceoff. Datsuk wins the faceoff. Here's Pavel Datsuk. Back in he comes. Here's a chance. Here's Pavel Datsuk. Kiprasov stabs at it. To Lenko. Now passed over to Reinprecht. One-timed it. Passed ahead to Thomas. Detroit moves out to center. Right in front to Regier. To Reinprecht. He carries the puck to center. Passed over to Lenko. Here comes Iginla. Takes a shot. It's blocked. Ahead to Shanahan. We're scoreless in the first. Here comes Shanahan. Into the corner. And he stopped that and he hangs on. Kiprasov is a phenomenal talent. He makes saves he has no business making.
Ask any shooter in the league and they'll tell you, he's one of the toughest to beat night in and night out.
To Yzerman. One-time shot. Kiprasov. Blocker save. To Amonte. And he moves it into the attacking zone. To Pavel Datsuk. Now it's passed to Lang. Quick shot from the right. Delayed penalty coming up. Reinprecht will serve time for holding.
His team will have to get on without him for the next 2 minutes.
You can see that coach isn't too happy about the call. Detroit is about to go on the power play for the first time in this game.
Jim, they've got some good finishers in their lineup, but they like to keep it simple. Point shots with lots of traffic in front.
Into the slot. Wrap around. Here's Damon Lanko, who's already got a shot on target. He dumped it in. The shots are 4-2 for Detroit. They're out of their own zone to center. One-timer. He scores! That's a power play goal.
There's a goal from another one of those gems the Red Wings scouting staff found in the late 90s. Can you believe that Pavel Datsuk was chosen 171st overall in the 6th round?
The faceoff goes to Detroit. Deep, a one-on-one battle.
Pavel Datsuk, assisted by number 20.
Now he passes it ahead to Datsuk. Shoots the puck from the slot.
Good work to keep the score tight.
To Steve Yzerman. Calgary trails by 1 here midway through the first period. Here comes Damon Lanko. Legacy made the huge save. To Nielsen. Again another shot. Legacy covers up. This guy needs to play aggressive to be effective.
Well, he doesn't slot down, so he has to play at the top of his crease. If he gets back on his heels, he gives away way too much net.
Face-off won by Yzerman. He moves the puck into the neutral zone. Here's a chance. Kiprasov turned the shot aside. To Stefan Yell. Wrist shot. Fired the puck just wide of the net. Holmstrom grabs it to Steve Yzerman. Here comes Steve Yzerman. One-timed it to Yell. Now he moves the puck into the neutral zone. He turns the puck over. Out he comes to center. They're into the attacking zone. Shoots the puck. Blocked. Here's Sean Donovan, who hasn't registered a shot on goal so far. To Zetterberg. The shots are 9-3 for Detroit. Kiprasov reached out for the puck. Dave Lewis has had some big shoes to fill in Detroit.
Well, Jim, it takes a lot to follow in the footsteps of the winningest coach in NHL history. But Lewis has held his own. He led the Wings to the President's Trophy in 2003-2004 campaign.
To Jarome Iginla, one of the most popular and approachable players in hockey. Now it's passed to Yzerman. To Amante. Now out of his own zone, he'll lug the puck to center. Wrist shot on the right.
Great anticipation, and keeps his team up by 1.
At center. Passed over to Datsuk. It's a one-on-one battle. He intercepts the pass. Shoots the puck. Saved by Legacy. Good save on that last attempt.
He's moving well, that's for sure.
The puck is about to be dropped. The faceoff goes to Detroit. And they're out of their own zone to center. Now they gain the blue line on the attack. Here's a chance. That's blocked by the defender. McCarty. Buzek. He steals it. Here come the Red Wings as they move out of their own zone. Kiprasov made the save. To Draper. Yet another save. Possession taken by Zetterberg. Kiprasov covers up for the whistle. This guy doesn't give shooters much when he goes down, does he?
No, he gets awful big in goal. He can still be beat, but it has to be a perfect shot. That's the challenge against him.
Deeks! To Schneider. Saved it. Blocked. It didn't get through. Here comes Damon Lake. He scores! And they've tied it up before the end of the first.
He knew they had the advantage on that play. Anytime you get an odd man rush, you expect to get a good scoring chance. He did, and he made the most of it.
Detroit will have to earn this one.
Jim, both these teams have firepower to spare. Expect them
Calgary
to try to
goal
run up the
scored by
score.
number 10,
Over to
Tony
Amante.
assist.
And the horn signals the end of the first period. We head into the break with the score tied 1-1. Detroit won't be happy after giving up the tying goal late in the first.
Jim, those late goals can be killers. Let's see if they can put it behind them and get back on track here in the second.
Over to Datsuk. Shot hard! The Flames grab the puck. We're tied at 1 here early in the second period. Calgary is really out hitting them here in the second. Here's Damon Lanko, who's already got a quick shot. Saved by Legacy. Here's Robert Lang. Lots of shots, but no results. Oh, he shot! Kiprasov gets his stick on it. He passes it to Amante, and he carries it to center. Now they carry the puck into the attacking zone. Pushed aside by Legacy. He passes it to Datsuk. Deadmarsh. One-timer! Blocked. Kiprasov stopped that. It's one-on-one. Legacy denied him. Jumped on by McCarty. To Leopold. Another shot. Yzerman to Regier. To Leopold. Turned over. Woolley, and he moves it out. Now he's over the blue line on the attack. Fired it from the slot. Puck scooped up by Leopold to Weimer. There's a quick shot. Red Wings take possession. Passed ahead to Draper. The shots on goal are 19-11 for Detroit. They're into the attacking zone. Kiprasov with an amazing save. He steals the pass. We're tied at 1 as we approach the midway mark of the second period. Quick up to Draper. A one-on-one battle. Saved by Kiprasov. To Lanko. To Amante. Here comes Tony Amante. Shoots the puck. The ref indicates a delayed call. Shanahan gets called for hooking. And
And we've got a beautiful angle on this replay. Take a look.
There should be no doubt in your mind about the call. Calgary is about to go to work on its first power play of the game. Let's see if they can cash in.
You want to establish a good power play early, even if you don't score. Build confidence.
Oh, he hit the post! To Sean Donovan. To Reinprecht. He moves it into the attacking zone. Quick up to Yzerman. Now over to Draper. Calgary tossing all the big... Oh, post! And he hangs onto the puck for the whistle. Datsuk hasn't been firing the puck much, but he's managed to put one in.
Well, obviously he's got the scoring ability. He just needs to get more shots. Sometimes you've got to make your own opportunities.
Here's Chris Draper, who's been all around the net but can't seem to score. He passes it to Lanko. Here comes Damon Lanko. Legacy stones him to Draper. Yzerman dumps it in. Shots on goal are 22-15 for Detroit.
How about that deke? He really hung him out to dry.
He passes the puck to Yzerman, and he moves the puck into the neutral zone. It's man against man. Front of the net. Here he comes on goal, ahead to Donovan. Now he's over the blue line on the attack. Right in front. Legacy turned the shot away. Skating through center ice. Draper dumps the puck in. The shots are 22-16 for Detroit. With speed, it's a one-on-one. Fires it! Schneider to Yzerman. Calgary is 0 for 1 with the man advantage as the penalty expires. He's got a breakaway. Kiprasov stopped that to Amonte. Here comes Aginla. Right on! Legacy with a great glove save. Here comes Steve Yzerman to Lanko. To Ferentz. Shot from the right. He scores! Late in the second, they've taken the lead.
A backhand like that is so deceptive. It's almost impossible for the goalie to judge where the puck is headed until it's too late.
Detroit now looking to even the score.
They're in a tough spot, Jim. They don't want to allow another goal, but they really need to get their offense going.
To Nielsen.
By number 21, Andrew Ferris.
He turned the puck over to Datsuk. And it's into the attacking zone. Shot the puck from the left. Play ends as the puck is shot into the crowd. The action's about to start. Red Wings get another draw. Detroit takes possession to Chris Chelios. That's blocked and didn't get through. Yet another stop.
And he protects his team's one-goal lead here, Jim.
Here comes Aginla. Legacy turned the shot aside. Mowers, and he carries the puck into the zone. Woolley. One time. To Chris Chelios. The horn signals the end of the second. 2-1 the score as we head for the intermission. And it's a 2-1 game at the start of the third. We're ready for the face-off. Red Wings get another draw. Over to Datsuk. Now he just dumps the puck in. And it's passed to Amonte. Out comes Damon Lanko. Here's Jerome McGinley. What a gritty performance he's put on. Shoots! Blocked in front of the net. Pass up to Amonte. He gave the puck away. Here's Robert Lang, who's been firing from every angle but can't beat the goaltender. Here comes the Flames quickly out of their own zone. Here they come again, onto the attack. And it's into the neutral zone. Now they gain the blue line on the attack. Shoots the puck from the left. Here's Tony Amonte, who will feel better for his performance since he scored in this game. To Robin Regeer. He intercepted it. The Red Wings have possession and start out of their own zone. Woolley, into the corner he goes. He coughs up the puck. To Chelios. The one-timer. Blocked. Regeer. Ritchie. And he takes it into the neutral zone. And the play is offside. Legacy was able to deny that shot.
Jim, you need good coverage to stop a wrist shot. They're extremely active.
About to drop the puck. The faceoff goes to Detroit. Here's Chris Draper, who's been all around the net but can't seem to score. One-time shot. He scores! And midway through the third, we've got a tie game.
Draper is such a good defensive forward that sometimes you forget about his ability to score. If you leave him unguarded and untouched, he'll make you pay.
Detroit is now hungry for the tiebreaker.
That would make for one heck of a comeback, Jim.
Scored by number 33.
Here comes Damon Lanko. Big hit over to Zetterberg.
Long and by number 40.
Intercepted. Here's Tony Amonte. He's had a good, hard-working, blue-collar game. Calgary takes possession. Turned aside by Legacy. Into the slot. Here's a chance. It's jumped on by Simon. Here's Damon Lanko. Lots of shots. Post! It's passed ahead to Shanahan. Picked off to Yell. We're tied at 2 midway through the third. Shoots the puck. It's gobbled up by Schneider. He passes it to Datsuk. Here comes Shanahan. To the net. Oh, he hit the post. Right in front. And he hangs on.
You better keep your head up or you're going to be knocked on your rear end.
They're getting ready for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to Detroit. Here's Brendan Shanahan, whose great shot hit the post earlier. Out comes Jerome McGinley, and he carries it into the zone. One-timed it! Out comes Steve Yzerman. Here comes Lang. Great save by Kiprusov to Amonte. Found by Holmstrom. We're still tied at 2 late in the third period. Out comes Robin Regeer. Here's Jerome McGinley. His hands are dirty. He's had a good, hard-working game. One-timer!
The tighter the game, the better this guy plays. We may need extra time to settle this one.
Lindros, it's 2-on-1. Save by Kiprusov. Leopold to McGinley. Now it's passed to Regeer. Here comes Robin Regeer. Hard shot from the right. Legacy covers up.
This guy scored a goal tonight, and so far he's been key in helping his team press the attack.
That's so true, Craig, and it always gives a player a real morale boost when he's on the score sheet. To Thomas. Now he'll just move the puck into the neutral zone. Here comes Thomas. He intercepts the pass. The Flames will move the puck up ice. Over to Schneider. We're into the final minute.
Both sides want to play conservatively now to force this game into overtime.
One-time shot. Denied by Kiprusov. Deadmarsh jumps on the loose puck. Shoots it. Quick up to Amonte. Now he moves the puck into the attacking zone. Pad saved by Legacy. He has his pocket picked. He passes it to Weimer. He gives it away. Outstart the Red Wings. They're into the attacking zone. And it's passed to Weimer. Now to center ice. Less than 10 seconds to go in the third.
Both teams are tied at the end of regulation, so it'll have to be decided in overtime.
It's time for overtime.
Goalies need to be able to steal games for their team, and now would be a perfect time for them to do it.
Red Wings get another draw. It's a one-on-one battle. One-timed it. Lindros. Shanahan comes in offside. Kiprasov moves quickly and stops the one-timer.
That was a combination of speed and anticipation. You could tell where the pass was going to be.
The players are lined up and ready for the faceoff. Down into the corner. Awesome save by Kiprasov. To Amonte, and he carries it into the attacking zone. To Robert Lang. He had his pocket picked. And it's passed to Iginla. One-timer. Here's Brendan Shanahan. Lindros. Now it's passed to Iginla. Here's Tony Amonte, who will feel better for his performance since he scored in this game. Langkow goes offside, and the play is stopped. The ref is ready to drop the puck. The faceoff goes to Detroit, to Shanahan. Quick shot, turned aside by Kiprasov. Here's Damon Langkow. He's been the hottest shooter, not the... Oh, there's a shot. Legacy makes the save. He passes the puck to Shanahan. Now it's passed to Thomas. Here comes Thomas. Shot! Kiprasov's got it. He hangs on to the puck. He wasn't on his forehand, so that probably allowed the goalie time to get his skate on it. The ref is signaling for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to the Red Wings. One-timer! In behind. Passed over to Lidman. Out comes Tony Amonte, and he brings it over the line. Buzek. Now it's passed to Holmstrom. Here comes Thomas Holmstrom. Great glove save by Kiprasov. Behind the net. Here's Tony Amonte, who's got a goal in this game. Quick shot from the left. Hit the man in front of the net. He'll go at him one-on-one. Deadmarsh, Kiprasov shuts the door. Here comes Robin Regier. Sizzling shot. Ahead to Holmstrom. In front. Pretty nice glove save by Kiprasov. Reinprecht. Here comes Iginla. He passes it to Thomas. To Matthew Schneider. Front of the net. Leg save by Kiprasov. To Schneider. Another shot. Another stop. Thomas picked off by Calgary. And he passes it to Weimer. It's 2-on-1 to Schneider. One-timer. That's blocked by the defender. Ritchie. Now he's moved it into the attacking zone. Datsuk, and he moves it to center. Now he passes the puck to Yell. Now over to Nielsen. Here comes Nielsen. Shot the puck on the right to Chelios. To Yzerman. He moves it out. One-timer! Pretty nice glove save by Kiprasov. He had a pretty big gun on that shot, but it got kicked aside. They're getting ready for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to Detroit. Slap shot! Pretty nice glove save by Kiprasov. Here's Simon. Here's Damon Lanko. Shot! Fired the puck just wide of the net. Detroit finds it. They'll gather in the puck and start out. Here's Tom. Shot! Quickly steered aside by Mika Kiprasov. From behind the net. Passed over to Regier. Now he'll move the puck into the neutral zone. Here's Damon Lanko. Quick shot! Saved by Legacy. Here comes Steve Yzerman to Lanko. Now it's passed to Iginla. Here comes Iginla. Here's Robert Lang, who's been fired. Up shot! Kiprasov turned him away. To Lidstrom. Scores! It's over! And that ends this one. Calgary takes the loss and finds themselves trailing the series by 2 games.
His stick flexes so much as he loads that shot up. When he lets it fly, it just explodes off his blade.
Tonight's third star, Detroit number 34, Manny Legacy. Tonight's second star for Calgary, number 10, Tony Amante. And tonight's first star for Detroit, number 20, Robert Long.
From Detroit, Michigan, this is Jim Houston with Craig Simpson.
From all the team here at EA Sports, we'll see you next time.